하나 보고.
Yeah.
I'm getting her.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this was a book that we read, and in class what we did was we introduced the book, I read it, and then we spent the entire class figuring out, I broke them into small groups like you're going to see, and in class they had the opportunity to choose whatever instruments they wanted, and I brought in all kinds of instruments, fancy instruments that I love, my own personal collection, and then they chose whatever movements they wanted to do too. So you're not really seeing the whole production here. This is a simplified version of it, but you're going to see them make the sounds. Kindergarten, for instruments, it's about sound exploration. We're figuring out what timbres mix and match well together, and it's not so much about performing rhythms as it is exploring the sounds. And then every class, there's movement involved. So I'm going to read you this book, and they're going to dramatize it for you, okay?
How come they don't all have instruments?
Because if you listen,
The straight line
they
wonders.
said some of them chose movements.
Oh.
Once upon a time, there were 3 straight lines. They were the best of friends. One day, the first straight line said, "I'm tired of being straight all the time," and he began to jump in humps. And the first straight line kept on jumping in humps. The next day, the first straight line began to twirl in whirls. And the first straight line kept on jumping in humps and swirling in whirls. A few days later, the first straight line began to point his joints. And the first straight line kept on jumping in humps, swirling in whirls, and pointing his joints. Not long after that, the first straight line began began to creep in heat. And the first straight line kept on jumping in humps. Swirling the world. Pointing his joints. And creeping in heat. Finally, the first straight line began to spring in rings. Everybody. And the first straight line kept on jumping in humps. Swirling whirls. Pointing in joints. Creeping in heat. And springing in rings. Stop that this minute, yelled the other straight line. You're supposed to be a straight line, remember? And they ran off and left. One day, a famous film director happened to see the first straight line jumping in humps, swirling whirls, pointing in joints, creeping in heat, and springing in rings. One after the other, and then all at once. Wonder, said the famous film director. I just love the way you move. Come and be the star in my latest movie. And so it was that the first line grew up to be a great star. Now he jumps and humps every day. And twirls and whirls. And points and joints. And creeps in heat. And springs in rings. He dances and trance, pauses for applause, bows to crowds who throw flowers for hours because they love him so much. The other straight lines are pleased to know him. He's my friend, says the second straight line. He's my best friend, says the third straight line. And the first straight line is tremendously happy because he never has to be a straight line again. The end.